Toronto Metropolitan University, by virtue of the authority granted by the Province of Ontario under the University Act, has awarded the degree Doctor of Commerce, Honoris Causa, with all the rights and privileges attended thereon, to Mohammad Al Zaibak.
Well, it feels so nice to be back on the stage here, in person. Thank you, Dean Cran, for your kind words and introduction. I love it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am truly humbled and honored to be here with you today. My special thanks to Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, members of the Board of Governors, faculty and staff who are here on the platform with us today. Honored guests, family, and friends, welcome and good morning to all of you. And especially to our graduates, welcome to your graduation. This is your day after all, and I am thrilled to play a small role in this chapter of your life story. Congratulations to each of you for reaching this important academic and career milestone. I will have more to say to you directly in a moment. I must begin, however, by thanking TMU for this incredible honor. Today, I am profoundly touched to join a list of 29 distinguished men and women who have received this honorary Doctorate of Commerce from this fine university since 1996. Words cannot express enough what an incredible honor and privilege this is for me. Thank you all so much. My family is also proud that I have received this honorary degree. My beautiful wife, Najla, especially, because now she gets to tell all of our friends that a doctor does our groceries, washes our dishes, and takes out our trash. It is my wife's job to keep me grounded, and I must say, she excels at that. Now, in the next 60 minutes I have with you graduates today, 60 minutes, I want to do three things. One, I want to tell you a story. Two, I want to offer you some practical advice. And three, I want to encourage you as you embark on what comes next. So first, let me tell you a story, my story. The road that led me to stand before you here today is in many ways a typical Canadian story. So typical, in fact, that if I asked each of you here to tell me your story, I imagine I would hear echoes of mine in the stories of your families. I was born and raised in Syria, in the beautiful and historic city of Damascus. I received my engineering education at Alexandria University in Egypt. I lived there. I lived in the most romantic city of Alexandria. Then, upon graduation, I moved to Jeddah and Riyadh in Saudi Arabia for work before going to Harvard Business School and finally moving here. So as a child and a teenager, I was inspired and taught by my parents to love and respect others. As a child, as a teenager, I learned from them most of my values and principles, in addition to what I acquired afterwards. They said, "عمل خير وارمي بالبحر," which literally translates to make good deeds and spill them in the ocean. In other words, do good without conditions or expectations of anything in return. Then the universe will take care of the rest. The rewards will come in unexpected ways. Those were ideals I brought with me when I chose to come to Canada with my young family to start a new life. But perhaps, unlike so many others, I transplanted myself and my family to Canada by choice. I made the decision when I was 36 years old, working as a telecom engineer with a senior management position in a neighboring Arab country to my beloved Syria. In my travels, I was always searching for the best place in the world where I could raise my children in a multicultural and open-minded society, where they would find opportunity and enjoy freedom of thought and harmony. So I chose Canada. And I was drawn here to Toronto, a city alive with possibilities and potential, and which now has become a model of diversity for the modern world. And I found that for a very cold place, Canada was home to very warm people. The supportive and welcoming culture that I found here, the opportunities that I discovered here, enabled me to raise a wonderful family, build successful businesses, and give back in some ways to my adopted home. In fact, one of the ways that I was able to give back was to serve as a member of the Board of Governors of this very university from 2010 to 2019. But truthfully, some of the happiest times I invested in that capacity were at convocations. I had the distinct pleasure to attend several convocations during that time, standing side by side with the university's chancellors and presidents to shake hands with and look into the beaming eyes and faces of our new graduates, our future leaders, a veritable united nation of young people embarking on a new chapter in their lives, preparing to make their mark on this world, armed, of course, with a great education from this incredible university. I have to admit, though, that my most precious moments at convocations were in the fall of 2013, when two of my children graduated with master's degrees from this exceptional institution. Our son Omar, with an MBA in Management of Technology and Innovation. Then the following day, our daughter Jana, with a Master of Arts in Early Childhood Studies. There I stood, overjoyed with complete pride to have the privilege, 2 days in a row, of hooding them both. They are here with us today, together with the rest of our family and friends, and they continue to make us proud every single day. It has also been a distinct pleasure to serve a university that cultivates leadership, and produces leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs. And I don't just mean its graduates. This university has transformed many of its staff, faculty, board members, and students, and helped them practice, sharpen, and enhance their leadership qualities. I'm thinking of people like Dr. Mohammad Lashmi, Professor Alan Shepard, Julia Hanigsberg, the Honorable Mary Eng, Omar Al-Ghabran, Navdeep Bains, as well as very inspiring young leaders like Abdullah Snowber, Shoaib Ahmed, Rhiannon Roslin, Osman Hamid, and Kareem Berdisi. And the list goes on and on. Not only that, but it has been a true honor to serve an institution that lives out its social responsibility in remarkable ways, including its support of Lifeline Syria through the then Ryerson University Lifeline Syria Challenge, RULSC, which has helped hundreds of Syrian refugees settle here, raise their families here, succeed here, and make their contribution to the evolution and prosperity of this wonderful country of ours. So I remain so grateful for this university's participation in that historic nation-building chapter. And so I am filled with gratitude for this university and for its deep and profound desire and commitment to do good. Which brings me to 3 pieces of practical advice I wish to share with you. In my view, the most important predictor of success in work and in life is gratitude. By that I mean, never forget that you are here today because sitting on both sides of the stage, are your parents and brothers and sisters, and everyone whose love and support has carried you to this day. Never forget that you are here today because sitting beside you are young women and men whose friendship is pure, a friendship that was formed based on who you are and not on what you can do for them. Never forget that you are here today because all around us there is a country full of people who value you and your knowledge. Because if you remember to be grateful to the people who helped you succeed, you will always remember to help others succeed too. In a greater cosmic sense, that is why we are all here. Not just to do well for ourselves, but to do good for one another. My second piece of practical advice is, don't be afraid of failure. Embrace it, learn from it, stand on your feet again, and do better next time. When it comes to success, there is no better teacher than failure, in my view. Believe it or not, for each public and popular business success I had many quiet and personal failures. But rather than be demoralized by them, I did what any good engineer would do. I studied them, learned from my mistakes, and determined to do better the next time. Actually, I am still learning every day. In my experience, persistence and perseverance are forged by failure, whereas immediate and easy success might not teach the resilience necessary to sustain that same success. And my third piece of practical advice is simple. Love and excel at what you do. No matter what steps you take next, if you work with passion, love what you are doing, and are committed to excellence, you will succeed. And by that, I don't mean financial success, because that is incidental. Materialistic objectives are not the goal. But that said, putting your heart and passion into your work leads to inner fulfillment, and very often to financial rewards as well. In summary, my best practical advice to you today is this: be grateful, embrace failure, and love your work. And that brings me to the encouragement I want to leave you with. The university years you have just completed will always be the best years of your life, in my view, despite an unprecedented 2 years of the pandemic. You have been surrounded by smart people, professors who literally exist to teach and inspire, and by family members and dear friends who cherish you for who you are. When I was in university, I thought the nights were long and the days were hard and the studying was so stressful. You might have felt the same way over the past few years. In reality, though, true challenges begin after graduation. Responsibilities become greater, life becomes a lot busier, and relationships become more transactional. So, my encouragement to you is this: allow yourself time to enjoy this moment. Breathe it in. Enjoy what you have accomplished. You have been set on a journey by a remarkable institution, and now begins another exciting and wonderful part of your story. Make it one worth telling. Wishing you all best of success and a very happy life. Thank you. Thank you.